Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of the Inside Line Formula One podcast.
It's actually been a bit busy, if I may be honest, and this I say this despite there being no Formula One Grand Prix since like December last year. One would have imagined that no races would have meant lesser topics to discuss, but it's been the exact opposite for us.
I know, right? It feels like every time we sit down to discuss and record an episode, we're literally going past 25 minutes on every podcast?
Yes.
And we have to literally stop talking. Okay, that's it for this episode.
Yes, because that's what we want our episode durations to be. And in this week's episode, we will talk about everything that Formula One could do in the 2020 Formula One season. We actually talk about all the experiments that the sport could conduct, with the formats, the schedules, even the circuits.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, the first 9 races of the 2020 Formula One season have been cancelled. The latest casualty has been the Canadian Grand Prix.
I'm not surprised.
Not surprised at all. So, guys, in this episode, I really want to discuss how Formula One needs to think differently for 2020. I know there are already talks of TV-only races with no spectators. But guys, it's not as easy as just hosting a race and then not selling tickets to the event.
True, and then we finally bring you up to pace with all that's been happening around the 2021 Formula One season and the discussions around the budget cap.
Awesome. And while you make this all serious, like you always do, Kunal, I'm going to have a go at making a list of, the 4 teams that Zak Brown thinks Formula One might lose this season. So you have to help me with that list.
Definitely.
Awesome. So guys, remember to subscribe to us. There's a link in the episode description, or you can just search for us. We're the Inside Line Formula One podcast. We're on all the main podcasting apps and platforms that you could possibly choose to use.